I'm Kathy Caprino, and welcome to my weekly video blog, Work You Love. I am thrilled that you're here. Today I want to veer away a little bit from my typical Q&A approach that I take and instead offer some vital information about how do we make dramatic change in our life. I'm not talking about the incremental shifts, which are also wonderful, but I'm really talking about how we break through to the next level of success, happiness, and reward in our life and work. So here's the deal. We can't break through until we've let go of what's holding us back. And there are things, and I've found in my work with thousands of professional women in the past 10 years, that there are 4 key blocks that keep us from having the success we want and the happiness we want, even though we feel we're doing all the right things. Here are those blocks. The first is we want things to fall in our lap. We resist doing the inner and outer work necessary to change how we operate in the world. But the thing is this, if you don't take action to look at who you are and shift how you operate, that change that you dream of just can't happen, and we stay thwarted and blocked. The second block is we fight against what's happening. We resist it instead of opening our minds and our hearts and our spirits to what is this current situation teaching me and telling me, what is the feedback, what is the information I'm meant to learn and meant to act on. If you just resist what happens, you resist the learning and the importance of making change for your own growth. The third block is our subconscious mind. So here's the deal. I've lived this. I've studied therapy as a trained therapist, coaching, energy healing. I've learned this. We can be thwarted by our own subconscious blocks and mindsets and energetic traumas without knowing it because it's subconscious or unconscious. So you may be thinking that you're doing all the right things in an outer way, but if your unconscious or subconscious is blocking what you think you want, you can't get it. And I'm going to talk in a minute about what we do about that. And the fourth block is this. It's a block to happiness and gratitude. So here's the thing. If you feel every day like, I'll be happy when I have a new spouse. I'll be happy when I get that promotion. I'll be happy when I get that raise. I'll be happy when I launch my entrepreneurial venture. Then you are postponing happiness and success, and it's not going to ever come to you. What you have to do instead is bring forward the experience of happiness and gratitude now, this minute, regardless of what's going on outside you, in the world outside of you. You have to nurture happiness and gratitude, and that's what paves the way to success. So how do we do this? Kathy, that all sounds great, but what do I do differently? How do I do it? There's 5 ways. The first is you've got to do the inner work to understand yourself intimately, to know what you're capable of, what your skills and talents and passions are, how you want to connect the dots, how you want to be of service, and the legacy you want to leave behind, and many more vital questions. So I encourage you not to take one step to make a change in your career or your personal life without knowing who you are. Why? Because what you will try to set up to do won't align with who you really are, and it won't bring you happiness. So the very first thing I want to share with you is download my free career path assessment. It's on my website, eliacommunications.com, free career path assessment. Answer these questions. It's 11 pages. Take some time, take some work, but you will, by the end of it, get to know yourself much better, and that's essential for you to have happiness and success. The second step is do not fight against what's happening. I had a client just the other day say it was devastated. She got passed over by a promotion that she thought for sure was hers. And all she can feel like is that she's a loser and devastated and demoralized. What I encourage her to do and encourage you to do is don't resist what's happening. Sure, you're going to grieve about it if you felt blindsided, but then you have to pick yourself up and look at, what do I need to learn here? What didn't I know about what the company perceived me as in terms of a leader? What didn't I know about the power gaps I have, about my developmental plan, about what I really want and how do I get there? So don't break yourself against what is. Build a plan to understand how to utilize that information and make the most of it so that you can build a pathway to greater success and happiness in the next chapter. The third step is to take concrete steps to change how you operate in the world. So again, dramatic positive change, breakthrough cannot happen if you don't change. It cannot, because you're going to stay stuck at the level you're at right now. So let me give you an example. A lot of people come to me and say, all right, I'm ready. I'm done with corporate. I want to build an entrepreneurial venture. But they've done no legwork to make it a success. So what is the legwork? You've got to explore the business idea, build a business plan, a marketing plan, a financial plan. You have to understand where the funding is going to come from, right? You have to understand the competition. You have to understand, it's just like when I did my book proposal on my book Breakdown Breakthrough. I felt like the proposal, the 40-page proposal, was bigger than the book itself in terms of effort. But wow, was it powerful. Why me? Why now? Why should anyone buy this book, right? What's the competition and how is the book different from all of the competitive books out there, right? And why should someone buy this book from me? What makes me an expert? You've got to know all of that when you're launching any kind of venture to set yourself up to succeed. Right? And if you're in a job right now, for instance, and you want more leadership success, more responsibility, more recognition, it's not just going to happen. You have to be the change before you're looking for the change to happen. So become more of a leader. Think about a gap that the company has and spearhead a new project. Start a new networking group. Volunteer in another division for something that you can lead. Be the leader. Then you'll get more recognition as the leader. So take concrete steps to change how you operate in the world. The fourth is you have subconscious blocks that are holding you back. Every person does. I haven't met one person, and I've met a lot of people, thousands and thousands, who don't have some form of programming subconsciously that's holding them back. So there's many ways to release subconscious blocks. There's energy healing. There's all sorts of ways. There's therapy. I have found, and I want to give you this resource, that tapping, emotional freedom techniques, tapping can help you release what's holding you back, subconscious beliefs and mindsets and energetic blocks. Here's a resource for you, a book, Tapping into Wealth by Margaret Lynch. This book was transformational for me. I believe in the techniques. It helps you understand all of the intricate subconscious beliefs and mindsets that are holding you back from the very thing you think you want. So get that book, try the tapping techniques, and give it a try. It was very helpful for me. I think it will be for you. And the fifth step is this: bring gratitude and happiness into your life today. I've got another great resource to share with you. There's an amazing positive psychologist, Shawn Achor, Achor, who did a fantastic talk, The Happy Secret to Better Work, and I interviewed him for my Forbes blog. I'd love you to check out this Forbes post, How Happiness Directly Impacts Your Success, and you can see his TED Talk there. Shawn offers, and it's all research-based, he's a brilliant positive psychologist with a lot of research behind him. He offers 5 steps that only take minutes to do every single day, and do them for 21 days, and you will create a new shift on how we gain happiness and which leads to greater success right now, regardless of what's going on outside of you, regardless of the external situation. You can create more happiness or access more happiness, which paves the way for more success. So I hope this has been useful to you. Here's a tweetable for you. Doing the work of becoming more in the world is up to you. Realizing who you are is a great place to start. I hope it's been helpful. I so thank you for being here, and I look forward to being with you next week. Thanks.